Yeah, that's perfect. That's a perfect shot, that's perfect. Yeah, hell yeah. Let's do it. I might take my seat a wee bit closer now. Right, it's a different way to do it then. I've got the like picture, maybe this will be a way to do it in the future. So that's our checks then. Let's do our checks again. Lights on, cameras on, that's all, pairs down. Chairs are in the right place, music with chairs, of course.
All done.
Yeah, different lineup. I think we're just about ready to go then.
Cool.
How they start the podcast? We do a clap normally, counting all together. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's do another one. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Hats Off Here Down podcast, episode 74. Believe it or not, we're really in the hole. That's a good number. So we're joined by the one and only main, Primate, all the way from Edinburgh. Hell yeah, right name for a band. So how you guys all doing?
We're doing really good. It's a shame we didn't have like t-shirts or something like that.
No, we should have done that.
or the drummer with us, because he's, he's Michael's a bit of a gobshite, he's good at this kind of thing.
Yeah.
But,
I forgot to mention I should have mentioned you guys on about band t-shirts. Yeah. We're a bit low key today.
Yeah. We haven't made it yet, but
we should have done.
Yeah, we should have got band t-shirts on, on a band shirt. But I guess that's it. We have to just do what we've done. I picked my t-shirt today. I'll show you it and we'll show you it through the podcast.
Very sexy.
So we're joined by one and only main Primate all the way from Edinburgh. How you guys all doing?
Yeah, we're doing okay. We've just released an EP and stuff, so we're quite excited about that. And that's pretty much about it, really. I mean, just trying to get some more gigs and push the EP. And have you heard it?
I had a wee bit of it, yeah. We got a song. Is it a song called Bell on it? That one?
It's not that one. That's the LP that was done a couple of years back. Yeah. But this one was just released like 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, well, I heard the new song there. Was it something, I can't remember the name of it again.
Beck and Call.
Oh,
yeah, that was
Call,
yeah.
That was kind of the lead single, so to speak.
Was it you doing the music video then?
Well, we never starred in it, so to speak. We only had little bit parts in it. We were supposed to have more. We were supposed to have sort of like live performance parts in it and stuff like that. But unfortunately, that never panned out quite as how we wanted. So
you went up around Edinburgh.
That was brilliant. I've got a mate of mine called Ian Stewart, who's like an actor. He sort of like did this. He kind of did this part where he was just sort of like dressed up as a king, and sort of like swigging from whiskey bottles and stuff like that. So he basically did all the lead singing parts.
That's pretty cool, man.
So it was quite a cool video, you know what I mean? So
actually get a proper like actor.
It was good fun to do.
And he is a good lad, so it would have been good just more like filming him,
That's really cool. I've seen that one.
It's
all town as well. It's all filmed like in the wild.
I particularly like the one who's bit where he's running as tourists and all that, because
is it The Fringe or something?
Yeah, if I was in it, that's kind of what I would have done anyway, Instead, I'm just looking a bit grumbly wearing a crown.
You're also looking a bit sexy when, because I took some photos of you playing in the rehearsal studio. So.
That's actually no bad,
So, because I did the whole video and then realised I didn't have any fucking shots of me. So I had to do some shots of me in my front room, sort of like falling over and stuff like that. So, so I'm in it for like about 2 seconds in the whole video, but it was good fun to do. Yeah. It was during the Fringe. And I took Ian up, and because it was the Fringe, he was dressed in like a gown and a crown, And because it was the Fringe, nobody batted an eyelid, you know what I mean? They just thought he was an act, you know what I mean? And I'm just following him about, filming him the whole time. So
That's what you were doing.
aye,
So it's quite low key, the video as well, eh? It's
Aye.
quite low key, yeah.
it was good fun to do, like, you know.
Yeah.
But we're excited about, we recorded some stuff a wee while ago now, and that's the first stuff that we've released from it. But we've got another 4 songs, is it, from that session? And we're going to go in before Christmas and we're going to do another set of maybe 4 or 5 tunes that we've got, and hopefully get these out. Get them out as an LP, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hopefully as a CD as well.
Well, yeah, aye, we've got plans, you know.
Yeah.
And then possibly t-shirts, that was spoken about.
Yeah. T-shirts, which we were going to wear tonight, but we don't have any.
Because they don't exist yet.
Yeah, because they don't exist.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well, band t-shirts, we could
Band
sort
t-shirts,
of wear like a band shirt and wear
Yeah.
it together that we talk about, so, you know.
I know.
We did get one to say that, but
I actually thought about that. I actually thought about that. I was like, I wonder what band you are weird, and then I completely forgot. I was like, why?
Right.
Should they support somebody else, but they had.
I know, for sure. Could have done that actually, yeah. That's a missed opportunity, like.
It crossed my mind, and then it left my mind.
Hey ho.
yeah, I said it minded you, so they give you a
It tends to, you know, it tends to happen. I have good ideas, and then they go out of my mind, and then I,
maybe next
then I
time.
have cramp ones.
Next time we do get you guys on the game, we can do that.
No.
So we introduce ourselves, what we do.
Yeah.
We roll in the band is.
Well, my name is Hugh, and I'm the lead singer, and I kind of did a solo album so about 3 years ago, and started off me and Primate, and it was a lot more poppy, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do with it. I was just wanted to release something because it was kind of like COVID times, you know. So, and then I got Grant on board to play guitar, who isn't here. And then because Bob and Mikey and I go back so far in the Edinburgh scene, really, but we've never been in a band together. And you know, because Bob's been in Idlewild before and stuff like that, and I was in bands and Mikey was in bands. We all played at the same time and invariably played on the same stage and the same bills, but we never actually played in a band together. These two did. For a long time, like Michael and Bob did.
But the thing is, but we'd all kind of circled the same, I mean, me and Michael were, you know, kind of pretty good together because we had played together on and off for about 20 years nearly. But yeah, as Hugh said, we've known each other for so long. We'd circled around each other since like the early mid-90s, but we never actually all played in a band together. So it kind of made sense to do it.
Yeah, eventually I think I took them each individually for a date. So I took them for a drink, and it was in a hanging bat, I think. And on Lothian Road, and I was like, please play in my band. And they were like, fuck yeah, we'll do that. So and the more we did, we really tried. We tried to go down a sort of like poppy route. And the more we sort of like played and rehearsed together, and as it came nearer to the first gig that we did, it was pretty obvious it was going to be a fairly hard kind of sound. You know what I mean? So we just ditched the whole premise that we were going to play pop music, and just thought, nah, it's going to be rock music. You know what I mean? And all the songs just. And everything that we've written since then has just kind of been that sound, you know what I mean? So that's me, and now it's down to you.
I would have just probably just echoed what you said there, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, that was kind of myself. I wasn't really doing anything at the time, and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I'd been in and out of quite a few bands. I hadn't really played going on for a wee while. Me and Michael haven't played for quite a while. As I say, we're on and off with a few bands, particularly Degrassi, but we weren't doing. But me and Michael have been in and out of Degrassi together for quite a long time. That was the main thing. We'd done together, but we hadn't played together for quite a while. And I wasn't really sure what I was doing. I was kind of hoping a band would appear where, you know, I was kind of hoping for, you know, all the songs would already be written and they just wanted, you know, a kick-arse rhythm section, you know, preferably me and Michael, you know. I was thinking, right, what would be great is if somebody came along with all their songs written.
And that's what I wanted.
And then and they wanted a bass player, and I was like, well, I kind of come with Michael Branagh because, you know, he's like the best drummer I've ever played with, and he's my best mate. And then kind of that dream did kind of come true in a funny wee way. And yeah, and Hugh gave me the first kind of main Primate album, solo kind of album. I listened to the songs and I thought, right, well, I think me and Michael can make some of these songs rock a bit harder.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I think
Which definitely happened.
and that was the general idea, really, right?
Yeah.
And I really didn't know Grant Theater. I think I might have bumped into him in the 90s at one point because I knew his sister, but he was relatively a stranger to me.
Yeah.
And it kind of worked with him as well, you know. He'd got his chops up with all the wee guitar parts, so we got pretty tight really quickly. And
well, I mean,
I was quite happy with our progress
I first met Bob back in the early Idlewild days.
Yeah.
When you were playing that sort of like really sort of like rock.
Well,
Idlewild. He was in the first, was it 4 albums of Idlewild?
Yeah.
Were you guys like playing like Studio 24 or Cotton Studios band?
Well, those kind of venues, yes.
Yeah.
And I was in a band called Foil who were on Mute, and we were really quite a heavy kind of a punky rock sort of like band.
Oh yeah.
So it was a sign that we just kind of, once we all got in together, we just kind of gravitated towards it.
Oh, Edinburgh based.
That was the cast rock, so that was, you know, you're looking at like what? You're like the mid-90s there.
Mid to late 90s.
Mid to late 90s.
So I was actually born in the mid-90s. So
I was what? Sorry. Early teens, mid-20s when I first met Hugh, and this was in Idlewild.
Late teens.
Late teens, yeah. Late teens, early 20s, and yeah. And Hugh was older.
Old bastard then,
And yeah, I remember seeing Foil, and I think Idlewild actually supported Foil a couple of times.
Yeah, and then Idlewild went over us and we started supporting Idlewild.
Yeah. And I also met Michael around about those days as well. So suffice to say we're all like really quite old.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But weirdly enough, we never played in the same band.
Yeah. So this is takes us about 30 years to get together and actually play in a band together. You know?
This is great fun for us.
So maybe you can remember some like the old metal bands that used to be back in the metal scene, like I think you might know. I'm trying to think, you know the Exploited, don't you? Also?
Yeah. You know the Exploited and all that.
Yeah, those bands that have come in the Edinburgh scene back in the day as well. Trying to think what ones you know, any metal bands you know roughly back in the days. All the shout outs or something.
Not really. I mean, we would have been more sort of like a hardcore indie scene, so it would have been sort of like a metal thing for us, you know what I mean? Certainly not for me, anyway. Because you moved more in the sort of like metal circles and in the Bannerman's kind of.
Probably more. I kind of started kind of punkier things and roomy, you know. I mean, you know, I ended up well.
I mean, they do blend together, you know what I mean? You know the same people sort of thing, you know.
Well, I played in Rune Master for a wee while. That was that was a good bit later. Yeah,
I can remember.
Yeah, I was with them until they released their first album. I parted ways with them. They got Ed, and then they released The Wanderer. But I only played with them for a couple of years.
They've been going on. They went on for a wee while. Rune Master, didn't they?
Yeah, but that was my only foray into real, you know, metal per se, you know. I was always kind of like more like indie rock or kind of like noisy, more just, you know, more that kind of
punk in that.
more that kind of line of things, you know.
What was the metal band that Mikey drummed for? The American dude again. Oh, that's awful. Warrior Soul.
Oh yeah, he played Warrior Soul for a while,
I've heard of them.
Yeah, Mikey was in Warrior Soul for 4 years, 4 or 5 years.
Aye, he was,
He used to go off on
Guy
tour,
called
yeah.
Kristen as well. Guy called Kristen.
Yes.
Space.
So he's still in them, yeah.
Still in them, aye.
Kristen came out and that's it.
And I was in them for one tour.
Is that right?
Yeah, I played.
I didn't know
I played guitar with Warrior Soul for one tour, and then a single one-off gig at the Dreadnought in Bathgate.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did one tour and one single one-off gig with them. Yeah, that was with Mikey as well.
Aye.
They're still kicking about while still, aren't they?
Aye, yeah. Christian's only recently got back from a really quite long tour of Spain.
Really?
Did like a whole month just in Spain alone, aye. Christian's only just got back from that in the last couple of weeks, aye.
A big suntan and that, yeah.
Aye.
It's great actually see when you go abroad and do tours in sort of like countries like that, man, you get treated so nicely, you know what I mean? It's like you get fed properly and you invariably get a bed in the place and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
You actually get put up in a nice house.
Aye, and treated like a human being, you know what I mean? It's so different to gigs here sometimes.
Oh, whenever.
Most of the time, actually.
Whenever Michael went off to around Europe where the Australian band Raised Ravens doing a kind of session job drumming with them for a month in Europe, and he's treated like a bloody king.
Yeah.
And it was just like, look at them guys.
They get the food and that.
Oh god,
Food
actually.
and stuff to get what they want.
I know this was last summer, like,
Yeah.
because we couldn't gig for like a month and a half, something like that, because he was away touring with his band, and he kept sending us sort of like these pictures of where he was, and check what we've got tonight, and I was like,
I never seen these big palatial garden in some posh dude's house in
What band was this?
Amsterdam, sitting with swans and really sitting in Great Junction Street.
in a pub.
Having a drummerless fucking practice or whatever, no?
It's a lassie called Jessie, is it Jessie Ravens?
Just Gina Ravens, aye. Australian band, yeah.
Aye, and a band's called Ravens. Really good band, actually. Really
Shout
good.
out to them. So
Yeah.
Yes, but Michael did a wee bit of session work with them. And yeah, so we lost him for a month. So we were around Europe. We had a really good time.
Yeah.
was this band, was that your band? What's it called? What's your band called?
Oh, that was Michael. That was Michael.
Was that Michael?
That was Michael. But well, actually, you do this stuff.
What?
You.
Oh, I do a band called Sons of the Descent. That's more sort of like electronic stuff, electronic kind of indie kind of stuff. Sons of the Descent, great band.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, and we're gonna be finishing off our second album soon, so that's looking forward to doing that. Although we've been saying that for a wee while now, but yeah.
Are you based in Edinburgh as well then?
Yeah, based in Edinburgh, although our electronics guy, it's me playing guitar, singing on one side, my mate Ian White, who used to be in the Wendy's, playing guitar on the other side and singing, and in the middle we've got this guy doing all the beats and keyboards, and it's great fun, man, really, really good stuff. And we haven't played together since, I was fucking looking this up, and we haven't played together since April actually, so we'll need to do something about that.
Get back to home gigs again, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. But
it's like heavy stuff as well. Is like EDM industrial? Or?
Not really. No. It's more. I would say it's more dance orientated, but it is quite sort of like a lot of heavy guitars in it as well. You know what I mean? So it's not just. It's not. I don't know what you would call dancey dance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it's dance beats, but with quite heavy guitars and good melodies and stuff, though. You know. Don't know how you describe it, which is probably a good thing.
It's quite a mixed bag, but there's still like catchy tunes all the way through it, though. You know, that's the kind of
Again, we did one album, and then again, it's as soon as we started playing it live, it was just so much heavier live. It's always the way, you know what I mean? So, but I think again that's a good thing. It comes across live so much better, I think. So
Yeah.
but that's how this band has turned out.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the music again. How long have you guys been a band together for now?
Well, I would say just shy of 2 years, really. haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're quite a new band, I think.
Yeah. So we've played, I don't know how many gigs, but this is the first EP proper that we've released just in the last 2 weeks. It's the first EP proper that we've released as a band.
Yeah.
Because the first LP, it was just kind of me just doing stuff in my bedroom, really, you know what I mean? Just doing songs that there's one song on there that I tried to do for the second Foil album way back in the early noughties, and it got dropped because it was like, nah, that's not good enough, and I was like, that's a great song. So that ended up in the first album, and it's Body Surfer. It's one of the songs.
Right enough, aye.
So it's one of the songs that we've actually just done as a band, because I always wanted to do it as a band, properly as a band.
No, I was made it on the EP, so
Yeah,
so I
so
remember you saying that, and I thought, I did right.
well, it sounds so much better in the EP than it did on the album, I think.
Aye, yeah.
It's the four of us doing it properly.
Just kind of simplify it and just, you know, we're driving the bass and simplify things and just try it. Was kind of, I quite like do stuff like that, you know. I quite like when you gave me the album, I just thought, right, well, I like it, but
keep it simple.
But I think I could simplify this.
Yeah.
Because without changing the structure of the songs massively, but I could kind of make it rock and make it sound entirely different. Or well, we could all together do that.
I know,
It's kind of what you wanted to do anyway. So I had ideas. I thought, right, well, if you're alright with that, I can, you know.
I know, because what I was doing in my home studio, not my bedroom, home studio, was, you know, you get your computers and your keyboards and all the rest of it, and everything was just sort of like, there was so much frosting on everything that I was doing, you know what I mean? It was just overkill, you know, so it's so much better. The songs that we're doing off the album are just, they sound so much better, Chris, you know what I mean? So now that we do them live. And we've also got, there's at least maybe about 7 or 8 new songs that we've got as well, you know.
Well, that is
really kicking now, I think.
Well, it's getting, that's it. We've got tons of plans, it's just putting them into fruition, you know?
Yeah. It's getting the gigs as well, you know.
Well, that's it, aye, because we're, you know, aye. Things just seem to take a little bit longer when you're really fucking old. That
could be true of everything.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I just realised that this angle really accentuates my little pot belly here, you know what I mean? Although it's probably quite sexy, I think. Don't you think? I'm trying to suck it in.
No. Embrace it.
Embrace the pot.
That's right.
You see you had the golden decency to wear black today, you know.
Well, yeah.
I didn't really think, you know. I just drew on the first thing that came to mind, and you know.
I was thinking the camera adds on pounds, darling.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't need it to add on pounds. I've got it. But yeah, that's basically us so far, Chris. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but we just want to play more gigs and stuff like that. We want to release a CD. Hope would be nice to release. Be nice to release vinyl. You know?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But it's very expensive, and you're looking at kind of
the manufacturing and that as well. Really,
Yeah.
is important.
Yeah, we have kind of, I'm looking into it, but it is obviously expensive, yeah.
But it's pretty old school as well.
It is, but it's good, people like that, you know, but it's a case of, you know, people like that.
It's nostalgia, I guess.
Yeah.
Your times as well, nostalgia.
Yeah. If you're, and when you're, completely self-financed as well, it's, it is difficult, but then there's loads of people going about and, who do stuff like that. I mean, band I was in, the Christian, PBR, Tony Martoni, who we used to stay, he put out a single for us It wouldn't have been as much as, say, an album, but I still shudder to think how much Tony actually spent on, 2007 inches. It must have been a pretty penny,
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been as much as albums, because it's vinyl, but it still would have been a fair amount, and everything Waste to Street put out, he releases a vinyl version of everything,
Yeah.
So there's a lot of tiny labels out there, particularly in Edinburgh even, who are doing that. But we're pretty much financed entirely out of literally our own back pocket, so it's like.
Well,
So you have to weigh these things up, but.
We released this on everything we release up to now has been on sort of like the Blossom imprint, which is something that Sons of Design actually started up. But again, it's all a self-financed thing. You know what I mean? So it's not even a collective. It's just some people with the sort of like the same ideas, and we're just putting it out under the one label. You know what I mean? So, but
yeah. I guess you can get like CDs also being at the cheap lots, and you can get a lot of them made, I guess, as well.
CDs are way cheaper. You don't actually get a full album done.
they're also a lot quicker to get hold of once you've done them. Do the artwork, send away a masters, and you can get them back within 2 to 3 weeks. You know what I mean? You get a vinyl, you can be waiting months sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then there's problems with that. Example stuff with previous bands before, the problems with pressing plants and records coming out, 2 or 3 months later.
Yeah.
And with labels printed incorrectly.
Yeah.
And things like that. And it's just like, alright, that's got to go back to the Czech Republic and start all over again.
We're doing manufacturing.
Well, that was where. That was where one single that released with the previous band was being pressed, and there was nothing but problems with that,
Yeah. That's the thing. It's hard to miss it.
But that wasn't anybody in particular's fault or anything. But
is it the machine's fault?
I suppose that's the hands of it when you're dealing with vinyl. But unfortunately, you're still spending a hell of a lot of money, so a lot more than you would with any other format. So you'd expect it to go right. But and we're just wary of that happening, I suppose, as well as But
maybe that's what happens. I guess it's a hit and miss.
Yeah.
But you see a lot of just mainstream wise, mainstream wise vinyl is just taking a lot. It's coming back.
It is. It's massively popular. It's definitely something that I think the people who actually make the vinyl should really embrace that and go, right, well, it is kind of popular now, so why should we keep it that expensive and make it kind of an elitist thing? Because people are wanting it.
Yeah.
Labels are wanting to release stuff on it as a format. Bands are wanting to do it. It's now, for want of a better word, really quite fashionable, right?
Yeah.
But there's a shot.
So why fleece people for it? Why not ride on that and just go for it?
There's a shop directly opposite my flat called Asai Records.
I know that shop.
It's a great shop.
It's just next to Westport, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah,
and
I've seen that passed a few times in the past.
It's a record shop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all. It's a vinyl shop.
Do you know signings and live performance?
It does,
I do, all the time.
So it seems like that's a good place as well. It's like H&B, like that place as well. It's more independent and maybe that's a shot as well. I went there for a friend a while back. I think his band might have went in and did some sessions there maybe in the past.
Likely. There's a few. There has been quite a lot of things going on there. I can't remember who it was. It was somebody I wanted to go and check out just last weekend. I can't remember who the hell it was. But they were doing a signing in an in-store at Asai. And there was somebody who was doing at least it was Shakespeare. I think they still do that. I think they still have
Did they know?
They still have in-store gigs and stuff, aye.
The Shakespeare's on Beef Walk, isn't it? That small one in Beef Walk, isn't it?
Aye, 'cause they have like proper punk gigs and proper punk gigs in there and stuff, aye. They've had like people like Dominic Wax and Lyrical in there, and aye.
I saw somebody in there, and I can't remember what they're called now, but they're a sort of like contemporary Edinburgh band. It was a few years ago, it was like on Record Store Day, you know?
Yeah.
And they played a wee set in there. But you get that a lot, like it's so good, but it's quite cool, you know.
I think it's very cool to see things like that. You know, bands taking to doing stuff like that. You know, just playing live. You know, like low key live sets. It's a shame about you know, there's the one that the 1 mile shut down, wasn't it? That was the one that was.
Oh yeah, that was that.
What's the fuck was it called again?
Was it Wax Tracks?
No.
No, was that one? I'm thinking of something else. Yeah. I know the one you mean, because Michael used to always buy t-shirts and albums out there.
Right.
What the hell was it called?
It's that one, so no, I don't think it's that one.
Was it Vinyl Solution? No, that's another place. I'm getting mixed up. Yeah, was it? I know exactly the one you mean. This is the bottom of the wrong mile, yeah.
Yeah.
Aye, that's
it. Closed.
Unknown Presidents, that's it.
Aye.
Oh, that's right.
Aye, our Michael used to buy tons of stuff out there.
Shut down like pandemic, kind of messed it all up. These things happen.
Aye, it was one of those sad casualties of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Some places survived, and unfortunately, some really cool places just outright didn't it?
Yeah, Western shut down as well. Yeah, that's been there for a while, and that's shut. I don't know what happened. I think the owner sort of passed away or something. That owns that shop, and he passed away, and no one took over it, so it just shut down, I think. And then he got, is it Hawkhead? The one next to Newton, the one that's...
Yeah, Hawkhead, yeah.
That's been like that, it's been like that for ages, I mean, that's shut for a while, but then I think they've opened, I'm not sure if they've done anything to it, I think they've opened it again for something else.
I remember going to Hawkhead when I was a kid, and I was like, you know, if I was allowed into town, if I was allowed, you know, into town where I had grown up and get the bus into town when I was about 9 or 10, and I'd go in there and buy, you know, tapes of like bands like the Scorpions. And, no, I distinctly remember it because I did actually buy a Scorpions album on cassette out of Hawkhead.
Yeah.
And I got in trouble from my granny because it was Love Drive. It was the one with the covers with the guy with his hand on the melting woman's boob.
Oh, I remember that cover, aye.
And yeah, I got in trouble from my granny for buying that.
Nice.
With my pocket money. But that was out of Hawkhead. But that was out of Hawkhead. Aye, so you know, aye.
But then there's not that many independents going there.
Nah, not really.
Vinyl Villains are really fast still there.
Vinyl Villains is still going strong. As long as that's going, I'll be quite happy, you know. Because I've been going there for years.
What's the one in Stockbridge called again?
That's the Oxfam Music.
Right.
That's just Oxfam ones. It's the music shop.
No, there's another one.
It's St Stephen's Street, isn't it?
It is, yes.
St Stephen's Street.
It is, and I can't remember the life of me the name of it.
The Oxfam one's good though, because you get great stuff in there.
Yeah.
Now I know what you mean because I ended up having to sell some stuff to them about a year or so ago. So yeah, I got relatively good prices.
Because I've seen bands.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that have come and gone, and it's a shame about independence. You know, music. It used to be Frop when, like back in the day. I think when I was younger, there was Frop on Coburn Street.
Yeah, that's right.
And then they moved it over the place. They had it on Rose Street, and then they moved it to they've done it at Shamrock Place now, so it seems like it's been over. And they're owned by H&B, my wife's saying as well.
Yeah, they are now.
Are they? Right, well that makes sense, because I went in there with Laura a couple of weeks ago, man.
Yeah.
And like, everything was like 45 coins, you know what I mean? It's like...
You're rich.
There used to be someone who used to own that shop as well, you know, Frop used to be one of the work colleagues I used to know coming in there. Used to be a guy who's, you know, I can't remember his name again, but I will give him a shout out if he's listening to this podcast. You know, I think he's not doing that anymore. Like, he used to have like dyed hair and he had glasses on, and you know, just trying to figure out the style he was. I think he liked a bit of metal. He knows I was quite a regular customer and that.
Well, I used to like the place when it was at the other end of the town though. I mean, I quite liked it then, you know. Even after it moved from Coburn Street.
Was it in another place before as well?
Well, yeah, it was at
it was, yeah.
It was at the East End. It was sort of like just behind, sort of like Jenner's kind of, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was somewhere around that way,
We used to have a lot more H&Bs as well in Edinburgh. You know, H&B was at James Centre and it used to be.
Then there was Avalanche as well.
Yeah.
There was good old Kevin Buckles' Empire.
Aye. You still got that, so that's in the Waverley Market.
Yeah.
It's got a shop then.
But he had, at one point he had 3 of them, but don't know what happened to all this stuff.
Was it one,
He did have 3, he had 3 stores that I remember of.
Well, he'd one beside Red Dog.
Yeah.
Did that one. What was the one? Was that one? What was the one we're talking about? Is it the record store?
There was one on Lady Lawson Street, and that was a tiny wee one.
Aye.
And if you didn't know where that was, you would miss it, but I remember that.
And there was one at the top of the steps at the top of Coburn Street.
Yeah.
Was that Avalanche?
That was an Avalanche, yes, it was, yes. And there was the one on Coburn Street, yeah. I think.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember there used to be one at Southbridge as well. What was that one again?
Yeah, I think that was an Avalanche. Okay, maybe I'm mistaken. He did have 4. He definitely, you're right, but he definitely had one in Southbridge, yeah. Yes, he did have one. That was actually a big one, yeah.
Yeah, that was like a huge one, wasn't it?
Because I had mates who actually worked there. Yeah.
But then they shut that down as well.
Yeah.
And Buddy Megastore used to be a thing as well.
Yeah.
That was actually next to H&B. Then it became an outfit as I guess. This is not very convenient.
Yeah, that's true.
And then H&B, I suppose, direct on, some back on Brunswick Street again, but the old H&B are supposed to direct in my extent. Well, I think it is. And then H&B's on, I think H&B's, it's next to, it used to be, what was before, it is in...
It's near Burger King.
Yeah, it is.
It's on that bit, and you know the bit where it's got a sort of like a canopy all the way along.
It's next to Burger King, it's next to that, it used to be that Kingdom Street shop, so they moved that as well.
Yeah.
I wasn't a very good, I don't think in my opinion that shop was not my cup of tea.
I think that's closed, huh?
Yeah.
I think they are in business,
Too expensive.
I know.
Yeah. Can I just double check the recording again? This
We're
still going because we're not there. Shit, we're still rocking. Yeah, we're still good. All good. All good. Yeah, we're going for another 20 minutes, is that right?
Yeah, no problem.
So we could talk about, maybe we could sort seats again. What do you think?
No, okay, man. That's Michael apologising for not coming.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
So I'm trying to apologise for not being here. We apologise on his behalf. And on Grant's behalf.
Speak for yourself.
Yes,
I personally think they're unforgiving. This level, this level of lack of. It's just piss pure. Is this unprofessional? It shows a lack of dedication.
You don't want to be here. Right?
It shows a lack of dedication to the cause. I mean, it's.
We just get left to do everything, you know.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you just can't get the staff.
No.
You know?
We're going to have serious words on it, man.
I know, it's disgraceful.
If we ever get asked back.
What words will we have? Like, how serious will they be? Like, really serious words.
Really serious words.
Yeah.
Really serious.
We're getting off the rails a little bit, aren't we? Yeah, get back on track.
Yeah, fair enough.
So we normally just go for the podcasts, you know. I don't really want to buy my t-shirt with me, my band shirt. I've got the RaisedByOwls shirt, you know, it's a mobile angel.
Yeah. Well, I did
Cool shot.
Yeah,
from a distance when you met us, I actually thought it was a Morbid Angel shirt until on second.
It's a bit.
Yeah,
It's a wee bit different, you know.
Yes.
It's quite unique. You think it's more by Angel, but you think
it's a take on it. It's a take on it, which I think is very good.
It's like a parody shirt.
Yeah. Much like
the Sugar Horse one.
Yeah.
Like I have the Sugar Horse one, the standard small one. This is that one. This one is like it's like RaisedByOwls who's take of that Metallica shirt.
Well, that's like our mate's Sawyer from where are they from? Kinghorn?
Something like that.
Aye, in the Kingdom of Fight, old guys like us, ages with us, guys who kind of we get to grew up with, and
elderly gentlemen
who are just a piece of a proper hardcore punk band, really.
Yeah.
But they've got a T-shirt which is the Slayer logo, and it's identical to the Slayer logo.
Hell yeah.
If you stand 2 paces away, you think it's a Slayer shirt, but then you see that it's Sawyer. If anyone had heard of you, you wouldn't have got away with that. There would be copyright,
best Scottish band ever, man.
Completely pinching somebody else's T-shirt is a good thing. I think it's good. I think more bands should do it.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
You know. Cool to see that it says awful music for awful people instead of extreme music for extreme people. It's the opposite. It's the pop version of it's like the pop band of metal. The pop version of Morbid Angel. This is what the tape is. But I've seen these guys live in Edinburgh, Legends. I might have told this story in a few episodes ago. I had this shot on, and I was saying that what happened during that gig, apparently it was quite surprising because it never happened when I was at gigs. You know, my time had been at gigs in Edinburgh. There was a Powercut that happened.
Yeah.
So the power went off during the set, and we sort of have to leave the building, back in the building. It was thinking it was like you know, like something's happened, you know, but like the whole of the Cowgate went out, you know, Powercut.
Oh yeah.
It was a bit disappointing for the bands, but.
What, did you get back in? Was that it?
No, that was it. I think I just headed back.
Oh, bummed.
It's
just been the whole block. That's happened in my. It's these old tenements, I think, because I live on Grimley Street.
Yeah.
And if your house goes, the whole block goes, kind of.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
There was something. And the whole music, whole Cowgate or something went right itself. So everybody probably had to deal with the gigs or the nights, you know, what's it.
What a bummer that is.
But it wasn't until the last band came on, so it was more like, you know, past 10, back at 10 this shit happened. So most of the bands actually played this set.
Aye.
So the gig never really got cancelled until the power went off from the last band, you know.
Aye.
But they played like 3-4 songs, so I think they got a few songs through the film, and then all of a sudden the power went off, you know.
So you didn't get your money back then?
No, unfortunately not. I think I've seen most of the bands anyway, so I don't see it's good to support the bands. It's one of those things, I never thought that would happen, but.
What venue was that?
Legends, the Opium, Legends. Opium. You know what that is. That's where it happened. The gig happened. These guys played. I give a wee shout to RaisedByOwls and the rest of them. They're coming back to Edinburgh again as well, so I'll get my next chance hopefully to see them again. Maybe have the shot on the day. Let's hope this doesn't happen again. The power at the same time. They're coming back again since the power went off. They're making up for it. They decided to come back on the gig. You know, so that's good. It's good to see they're going to come back again.
Well, that's good.
So, you know.
Maybe you should get down to the 7th of December. 7th of December, they're putting like a free gig, a charity donation gig.
Yeah, that's that in mind, right?
Yeah, come down for that if you want to get some metal, you know, death metal.
That sounds like a plan, man.
I do like to get in about to see what's going on, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we go to gigs then, you know, Edinburgh.
Yeah. I mean, I've been far too much, doing far too much time in far too much hours of the day in Bannerman's, you know, it's kind of, you know, that's kind of been my home from home for about the last, Christ, about 25 years or so, you know, so you know.
Yeah, so you know, like,
yeah.
Guy, you know, some of the guys there that much.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, Banshee is just next door, so it's like, you know, yeah.
Yeah. I know some of the guys actually stayed quite near as well. There's the bartender from Banshee's, he stays quite near, just down the road from the stay, and I think the guy from Bannerman's as well.
Yeah, I think they have a lot of the same staff as well, you know.
Yeah.
Like SJ that manages the Banshee, she worked in Bannerman's on and off for years. So it's, everybody knows each other in that street, you know.
This is, you know, the scene.
Yeah. It's just really great to have, you know, 2 or 3 who's are so close by where everybody knows each other, and it's like...
You know the Cowgate brothers, don't you?
Yeah. I know those guys very well, yeah.
They always kind of up there pretty much as well, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the thing, I think there's a scene there.
No, there is, there very much is, and it doesn't seem to really matter what kind of genre you are, it's like everybody just knows each other and, you know, do gigs together, you know, many big bands we've played with, you know, you wouldn't think it would work, but it kind of does, you know, it's just, because everyone kind of knows each other, you know, it's...
Exactly.
Everyone's mates, so it's, every gig's almost like it's almost like a hand-picked festival lineup. It's just like, who cares what the genre is? If you like those guys, then if I like each other, we're playing on a bill together. Yeah. It's, you know, it's just picking your own, your own night out with live music, really, isn't it?
That's what it's all about. Gigs, you know, there's always people to be there. That's it. I'm quite Bannerman's. I've been to Bannerman's plenty of times. I've been to Studio 24. You remember that? Tunnel Studios?
Yeah. One of the original studios, played that a few times,
gone now. It's just a block now, proper student brats now, proper shitty student brats. Messed it all up, didn't they?
I think LaBelle are doing a decent enough job though. I mean, it's, you know.
That's the best venue, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
for the bands.
I mean, Matt's done a really good job at getting the venue back to the glory of the studios.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
When they stay with exploited guitars, isn't it?
Yeah.
So shout to him if you're listening.
Yeah, he's a good guy as well.
Yeah.
And but he's done a really good job with LaBelle and Jill. Got as close to the studios as you can get, you know.
Do you think so?
I think
he's
definitely done a great job, you know.
It's about the same size as Studio 24,
isn't
it?
I mean, it'll never smell quite as bad.
But
you know, I think that was kind of part of the charm.
Did Studio 24 have a bit of a smell to it then?
It did. Well, one night I was in, but they actually had a burst pipe in the gents' toilets, and it actually leaked. It leaked into the ground floor bar.
That's not very good.
And the thing is, they kept it open. They still kept it open because it was a busy night, you know. It wasn't a full club night. It was a gig night, but it was still, you know, busy enough. And they were like, but it was. They did well to sort it out as quickly as they did, but it was pretty long.
not really encouraging.
Yeah, it was a main drainage pipe from the gents' toilet, which was looking into the bar. It was
not very good if that happens.
Yeah, but then, you know.
But they have to, it's just a shame saying that and not placed down. It's the council at the end of the day.
And if that happens in the middle of the bloody night, you know what you're supposed to do, you know? I mean, it happens to Cowgate. I mean, you've got to bear in mind the Cowgate's
Teething as well.
It's all underground, it's essentially underground. So it's like...
You've got the vaults as well. Also.
Yeah, and you know, they're leak prone, like Bannerman's is if it rains particularly heavy, you know, which is going to happen, you know, Scotland, right? So
Because it's at the bottom.
You know, that can, they're prone to flooding, right?
Yeah.
Banshee as well.
Banshee gets,
Banshee.
the Banshee got so many different floors that go further and further underground than it can get,
Because it's underground that way.
It can get downright dangerous, the level of flooding they're susceptible to, so they've always got to deal with it, and they do, they always manage somehow, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've done gigs in that neck of the woods with previous bands where, like, the stage is completely bloody waterlogged.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, the show must go on. You know, you just learn to deal with it, you know?
Yeah, you have to accept
It's like, right, well,
accept yourself getting yourself halfway done.
exactly. It's like, well, we could cancel and split the dummy and go on health and safety and all that. It's like, well, no, that's just not. That's just not conducive. That's not conducive to the scene that we're in here. This is we're all used to this.
The eventually,
Yeah.
might get a bit banging after that. They might get a bit fucked after that.
I mean, it's the worst thing that happens. You know, you might get wet shoes. You know,
Yeah.
a couple of your leads might not work again.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
It's happening. You're playing in damp places that are underground. You know.
fingers crossed, touch wood, I've never had an electric shock off
No.
a microphone, but I've seen it
Oh,
happen to a phone.
Oh, I have. The thing is, most of these places are listed buildings as well. A lot of the venues that we're talking about in Edinburgh are, so they can't do anything about it. You know, if they try and do anything about the problems with damp or they can't. It's like, you just have to accept it.
Yeah.
But you know, it's part of it.
Yeah, because they are the buildings there. It's the old town, isn't it?
Exactly, it's part of Edinburgh's heritage.
Yeah.
And these beautiful historic buildings are being used as gig venues and clubs. You know, that's part of the charm of it. You know?
You don't want to do anything.
Aye, so you just live with the odd bit of smelliness and the occasional bit of electrical hazard.
Yeah.
It's rock and roll, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I know you guys were talking about this earlier. You guys were playing with a few bands like Dread Professionally, or not butchering that Dread Professionally. They were bands.
Yeah, I played with them, and I can't remember who else we played with on that bill.
I'm getting really bad for names of bands now, you know what I mean? But I was really impressed by Dread Persephone that night. And who's the chap who does the videos as well? He videos bands because he put them up and he put us up that night as well.
Oh yeah, Bruce Cowie, yes.
Yeah. Well, I think I know the channel.
Aye, you know Bruce,
Bruce, he does the flip something.
Yeah, it's fun to like,
Yeah.
Shout out to Bruce, he does a lot of things. He supports everyone. He's really good.
I did a bit of that.
Tons of stuff.
I did a bit of that as well on my channel, my YouTube channel. I did a bit of gig stuff for a bit, but then
I shall take it out, Chris. I will indeed, yes.
But then I kind of moved away from that a little bit. I did it for a wee bit, but I got quite bored of it. But there's a lot of bands that do play. It's good that he films lots of bands and then all over the UK as well.
He does stuff all. I've noticed that he does a hell of a lot. He does England as well and stuff. It's
like the genius of gig videos.
He is really good. You know, it's one of those things that I'd love to do, but you're just like, right, how do you get into this? How do you learn how to do it well?
You just keep your camera still, I guess, but it's hard. It is hard to
Well,
get around like a hardcore band, you know, and just turn around.
I'm just trying to take a bloody photo of it, like, you know, a spider crawling across my radiator put up on Facebook, you know, and I can't get a steady enough hand and it comes, you know.
It's an impressive photo though, it looked enormous.
It did look enormous, but that was probably because it looked like it was becoming blurred because my hand was shaky because I actually had to hold a camera. I'd never been able to do films. I mean, honestly, I'm just pretty useless, you know. Try and make a selfie, it's just like, I can be all fuzzy, you know.
Just stick a tripod on and say it that way, just let the camera roll. You know, like what I'm doing like now, that's like you do band videos.
Well,
exactly. I think.
Yeah, it's as simple as that.
Stick a tripod up and we'll do videos like that.
Hell yeah.
I can get myself a selfie. No.
We'll do
Selfies, like, yeah.
We'll do one then, that's what we'll do. Let me check the recording once again. Sorry, how long we can go on, we'll maybe have to wrap it up soon, but we can talk about how we can quickly talk about how you got the band name. That's quite interesting.
Well,
I don't actually, that's what been used to me as well.
Well, it's just that my middle name is Main, so and it's Hugh Main Dookie, so I was like, I'll call it Main something, and then Primate, because I just thought it's.
Because we are primates at the end of the day.
Yeah, we're all primates, so we are the main primate. You know what I mean? So I just thought that was a good name for it. You know what I mean? And then it gives itself to doing sort of like all sorts of things with monkeys and apes and t-shirts and posters and
it's monkeys, monkeys and apes because we're all kind of into monkeys and apes and that kind of thing. Well, not in that way.
Not sort of like into them.
That would be kind of weird.
Yeah, but but indeed. So that's how we came about with the name anyway. So
it's a cool name anyway. It's a dope name for sure. Once the bands come up with strange names, don't they?
I know. Quite weird ones. It's a difficult thing to do though, because when you're coming up with a name, it's not as easy as folk think, because it's something you've got to live with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if it's a crap name, you're like, oh God, why did we call ourselves that? You know what I mean?
See, I always think, bands that, if they've got something to do with, monkeys or primates in the name, it's kind of cool. I always wanted to do gigs with the awesome London band Park Chimp.
Yeah.
Not just because, all of them and their mates, but because they're called Park Chimp. Park Chimp, main primate.
Yeah, chimp bands.
Yeah.
There's a band called No Chimp or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's the band's chimps in them.
Yeah, I think I actually heard of them, yeah.
Gas Monkeys as well.
Yeah.
Gas Monkeys are there.
So there's bands named after.
It was the Grease Monkeys, and they were kind of surf, kind of psychobilly band. They were
Robot Death Monkey as well.
Robot Death Monkey, yes, they were good.
Those guys as well.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of bands with ape-related names who are good, yeah.
Surfing the primate thing.
Yeah.
That seems to be a common name. Yeah, there's a band called Mammoths in it as well.
Yeah.
We make mammoths. So there's a mammoth band out there as well. It's named after mammoths, animals, ancient, extinct.
That's got to be a metal band, man.
You heard of them?
No, but it's just that name. It's got to be a metal band.
They are metal bands.
Yeah.
Oh, you've seen them one day because they've come to Edinburgh. The name jumps around the scene quite a bit. But yeah, shout out to We Make Mammoths. I actually just saw them quite recently as well, so I really appreciate them. I probably at the moment, I think they're one of my favourite bands in the scene at the moment, just because they've got some high energy songs that I like to morse to, and I hope they take off a bit more as well.
What did you see then under it?
Yeah, they played at Regents, but they played in Edinburgh a few times in the past. They played Regents and they played Sparrowmans and Banshees and generally everybody in Edinburgh. So, but I think the band are based in the central belt, Bathgate area.
Oh yeah,
right.
So quite surprising, but I think they come to Edinburgh quite easily and then they get to Glasgow quite easily. So it makes sense to have them based in the middle of the central belt.
Yeah.
So you'll see them. I think you'll see them at some point. So I'll give a young shout to those guys. Give us We Make Mammoths.
You'll need to get them on here, man.
I'm going to try, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Look out for it when that shows up. It might come eventually. Well, I think it's been really good to get you guys on the podcast. Thanks again. Maybe we should quickly chat if you've got any upcoming gigs or any way
We don't have anything coming up at the moment actually, but if we do, we'll let you know and you can tack it on to the end of this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, we've got nothing coming up right now.
No.
What we're doing right now is just basically rehearsing like crazy our new stuff so that we can go into a recording studio and get it down, you know what I mean? So
and the EP is out on all the usual platforms and so
a
forth.
couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, no physical copies as of yet, but that's something we
We'll be,
Well, we're talking
we'll
about
do-
working on, yes. It's, you know, his original idea was just, put it out digitally, but the more we're thinking about it, I think we're all in agreement that maybe some kind of physical format would be a good thing, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, hope you get around to the vinyl as well when it comes.
That would be amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll need to, you know,
Get the check the pockets
just
again.
get, you know,
Get the checks to make it.
Yeah.
well, yeah, just
Get the checkbook out and get the checks to make it.
just still be in Barcelona, yes, you know.
Uh-huh.
Either that or, you know, start winning the lottery or...
Just start getting some better gigs, better playing gigs.
And I could go sell Mars or something.
That's true. See, you just don't think of things like that.
I try not
For the
to.
greater good, Paul.
I try
You
not
can
to.
actually do that for the greater good, but you just don't want to, do you?
I know
Yeah.
I'm selfish. I'm almost as selfish as Grant and Michael not even turning up to do
No,
this.
that's
You know?
true. That's true.
Come on, Hinky, you're the only person in this band who's actually a nice person.
I know.
We're digressing, aren't we? Yeah.
And we can come back and come on the band and join you guys as well.
Go for it. What the more the merrier. What the more the merrier.
Let's do it.
Need more nice people.
Exactly.
I'll keep what I'm doing. I'll keep
Younger people, you know, it's good. You know?
I'll just look at my pod. I'll just keep the podcast. That's what I'm doing. You know.
That's kind.
It's good to actually know what you're good at, you know.
Yeah.
That's it, you know.
And it's good to interview you guys as well. Yeah. Well, I think it's been good to get you guys on.
Well, it's been a pleasure, Chris. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Just before we wrap the podcast up completely, make sure to thanks again for watching or listening to the Hats and Fade Down podcast, episode 74 with me and Primate. That's the way we go. There we are.
Clap one.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, not quite yet. Make sure to like, comment below, subscribe to the channel,
Watch our stuff. Listen to our stuff.
listen to the stuff, turn on the bell notifications, maybe get some more gig videos out there as well.
Oh, yeah,
That's
totally.
something.
Yeah, definitely.
If
Yes.
you can do something on that, maybe just a live set, maybe. That'd be cool.
That would be actually really good next time it's something, you gotta get somebody to film the whole thing, aye.
Yeah.
Should do that. We know quite a lot of people who do that kind of thing.
Yeah, you just get a
Well,
shout on there.
Yeah. Bruce Kelly, for example, is particularly good at that. We mentioned him
Yeah.
before, yeah. I'll mention him, he's worth mentioning. Alan Swan as well for Penny Cookies, exceptionally good.
Shout out to the shout out
Aye,
to
he's
the
exceptionally
Send the shout outs out there.
Aye.
Yeah, and I think one more thing is to say, if you want to check out my channel, my live gig stuff and gaming stuff, check out Sheehan Headbanger YouTube channels and the Switz Box Pro, check that out, subscribe. That's got more subscribers I think than this podcast. I want to try and make this podcast a bit bigger. We'll get to 200 and 300 subscribers hopefully soon, or by the time this is up, maybe 300 subscribers or hit 300 subscribers. So, but we'll be at 300 subscribers soon, so hopefully just keep the bell, just keep hitting the subscribe button, and hopefully things will keep rolling, eh?
Excellent.
Roll on to 300, so that's the next number, and then hopefully 666 will be the next number, and we might do something maybe, I don't know what to say, but something maybe at the ball game, maybe we'll figure out.
Absolutely.
It's something that probably will plan out, but it's still a wee while. We don't know how long it takes to get to 666, but let's try it and try to see if it works out. But yeah, thanks again for me and Primate coming on the podcast. We'll do some fist bumps. Hell yeah.
Next one.
That's the way to do
Excellent,
it.
mate.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. And what I'll do is I'll just walk off the camera and then I'll say, I'll just do this now as the signing off now.